What are you known for? You're known for having clarity. I feel like in the past, your energy was somewhat foggy. It was hard to see where you were going. You felt uncertain about your path, but now you believe that your path is unfolding for you in divine timing. You're no longer questioning how it's going to work out because you know that it will, and that all you need to do is focus on the current step that you're taking right now. You don't need to know how it's all going to come together. I feel like you put your faith in God. You know that through him a path will reveal itself, and that there's infinite ways to get where you're going. And I believe you're coming to a point where you're able to see your inner beliefs being reflected in your reality. You affirm to yourself who you are, and now you're seeing the world act accordingly. You're getting the opportunities, the recognition, and the acknowledgement of all the amazing attributes that you have. People can see it in you. They compliment you for your intelligence, your dedication, your thoughtfulness. I feel like you give people goosebumps. You're the kind of person who your energy is so potent that it can lead to people's hair standing up. Like the literal hair on people's bodies will stand up when they feel your energy. You can give people chills. And I feel like some people, they feel like you pretend to have all the answers. People who don't know your character, they might feel like you're a know-it-all. But I just really feel like you know what you know, and you are educated. You enjoy learning. You're always seeking new information, and you like to share this information with others. So you never really claim to know it all, but they're just projecting that energy on you because they see you talking about things that inspire you, things that light you up, things that make you feel connected in this world. And some people, when they are disconnected, they can project onto the people who are in their power. However, I feel like you don't let that get to you. You don't really let the people who project onto you get to you, because you know yourself at the end of the day, and other people's opinions of you could never outweigh what you know to be true about yourself, because you're the one who's always with yourself 24/7. So you know what you've been through, and other people who might just see you once in a while, or not even see you fully, just see you online or see you in passing, they would never know your journey. They could never. So the fact that they would never know where you're coming from and everything that you've endured, you've persevered through, all the things that you've overcome, because they're lacking in the knowledge of what all the time and effort you've put into becoming the version of yourself you are now. Their opinions could never be more accurate than your own. You're also known for knowing when to pause and breathe. I feel like people really admire how you have self-control. You aren't the kind of person to just blurt out things. You're the kind of person to really ponder on the point that you want to get across and take the time to explain your thoughts in a way that really expresses the sentiment behind what you're trying to convey. And people really admire this because they don't know a lot of people who are known for slowing down and really articulating their thoughts in the way that you do it. You're just known to, I feel like you're really known for being articulate, like for speaking on things in a way that provides new perspectives or perspective shifts. And you're also known for your openness. I feel like you're the kind of person who talks to strangers or talks to new people when they're out. You're not afraid to strike up dialogue with a new face. I feel like in a group of people, you're the kind of person who will work a room. You know how to work a room. I feel like you are really great at talking to all kinds of people from different backgrounds, ethnicities, people who... I feel like you're good at identifying people who know the culture and people who are learning the culture, and you're still able to converse with them regardless of where they stand in social cues, social norms. You're always able to find common ground regardless of if they're conforming to the societal expectations of interactions with people, you know, like how there's always like the imaginary script that we're supposed to be going off of when we're meeting new people, like, hi, how are you, where are you from, like, what do you do? Like, yes, you know, that script is like a universal kind of way to break the ice. However, I feel like you expand beyond those questions that seem like the average path to go down to get to know someone. I feel like you're able to break the ice by opening up the conversation, deviating from the normalized script, and I feel like you ask questions to reveal people's character that they haven't been asked before, and it kind of catches them off guard sometimes. Sometimes you'll ask very specific questions about people, and it's not like anything specific, like, so where do you live, like those kinds of questions, but I feel like you're the kind of person to ask someone like what their favorite sea creature is, and then explain about like how that sea creature is tied to this symbolism, and that means that like like it's just like you like to, I feel like you have a very playful conversation kind of meter. Like you like to keep things light and playful, but you can also go very in depth. Like when it comes to deeper meanings behind things. Like going back to the example of animals and symbolism behind animals, like I feel like if somebody were to tell you, oh, my like favorite animal is a fox, then you would maybe talk about how foxes are known to be cunning and sly, and like you would make a joke about it. You'd be like, oh, okay, I see you, a smooth fox, or like a sly fox or whatever, and like you would make it fun, you would make it interesting. And I feel like that's what you're known for, keeping it fun and interesting. And you're also known for being the change that you want to see in the world. You're the kind of person who leads by example. People look up to you, and you're known to be an influential presence in a lot of people's lives. You could be known as a leader in your community. People see you as, I feel like some people see you as goals. Like people see the things you've accomplished and they want to accomplish that for themselves as well. They're really intrigued by the way that you've been able to build what you have, and they really admire that about you. They see you as a hard worker. They see you as disciplined and accountable. Yeah. They see how you hold yourself accountable, and you hold the people around you accountable as well in the process. And people also know you to be spontaneous. I feel like you're the kind of person who will just go on random trips, or you'll, I don't know, just like, I feel like people see you taking risks. They see you as doing stuff that's extraordinary. Like, let's see. For example, you're the kind of person who would skydive. And people see this as not only spontaneous, but I feel like they feel like you have a lot of courage. You take risks, and people see this as you being either fearless or courageous. They feel like you got some balls. Yeah, you definitely live life to the fullest. You're the kind of person who strives to live a full life, a fulfilled life. And you do. And you're also known to have unwavering faith. Like, I feel like something could go wrong for you, and yes, you'll be upset. You could be pissed, you could cry, you could definitely express all the emotions that come with the feelings that are unpleasant. However, you keep the faith, you hold the faith, you never deviate from the truth that everything happens for a reason. Everything's unfolding for you. You know that regardless of the ups and downs, the obstacles you face, all things come together for good. And whatever lesson you learned from the difficult experience is one that will guide you on your path moving forward. So you don't take losses, basically. All the challenges you face, they're for your highest good. They're giving you the tools basically to accomplish your goals. Because I feel like, say you're in a very stressful environment, you're doing very stressful work, you're in a very fast-paced kind of situation, you might feel very rushed, right? Like you might feel overwhelmed and just stressed. However, you are the kind of person who, after going through that situation, knows how to do well under pressure. You know how to face, you know now the tools needed to combat the anxiety that comes with high stress environments, high stress, fast-paced environments. You are the kind of person who has that lived experience, gone through it and made it to the other side, and you know what it means to set boundaries. You know what it means to really listen to your body, because it's trial and error. You know, if you're going through a very high stress time and then it leads to burnout, you are now able to look back on that situation and be like, wow, this and this led to me feeling like this. So now when I start to feel like this, I know the point of, okay, I'm going down this path that feels similar to the path that I was on when I burnt out. So let me look at the signs, let me look at the cues to know when to say when. When is the time to step away and regroup? When is the time to take a pause and rest? When's the time to get some fresh air? To sit down and meditate? To breathe? And I feel like people know you for this. They know you to be the one who's gonna take that step away and really have that inner dialogue to be like checking in with yourself and asking yourself, what do I need in this moment? Do I need a break? Do I need some water? Do I need to stretch my legs? Do I need some music? Do I need a snack? Do I need some, just what do I need in this moment? People also know you to be very powerful. They feel like you stand in your power. You are known to stand in your power. And this is why so many people want to be around you. So you have to be very discerning with who you allow into your space, because people can smell the power that is radiating from you. And this isn't like a power as in I rule over other people. This is a power of self. This is the power of knowing yourself. This is the power of knowing who you are. And this is a powerful realization. To know who you are is really to have such a strong belief in yourself that regardless, you'll be okay. You'll be okay, and you'll do more than be okay. You will thrive. You're gonna be so successful. Like, it's just a knowing that I'm gonna be successful and I'm gonna have the life that I know I deserve. I'm gonna live a fruitful life. I'm gonna have the most fun in this lifetime. And it's a powerful thing to claim that for yourself. It's a powerful thing to know that's your reality. A lot of people, they can kind of be unsure of what's in store for them. And that uncertainty can make them fearful, can make them scared, can make them paralyzed. It's like the fight or flight kind of response. Fight, flight, or fawn. However, I feel like you've brought those responses into your awareness to the point where you can acknowledge when you are experiencing these responses and then make a conscious decision to overcome that obstacle. You're somebody who's definitely into growth and becoming the best version of yourself possible. And you know that to achieve this, it takes a lot of inner work, reflection, shadow work, just observing your psyche, researching methods of aligning yourself with a calm nervous system, holistic practices so that you can come back to equilibrium and be in a natural state of peace. I feel like you've achieved a natural state of peace. Your baseline is peace, and you're known to be a very peaceful individual. You're known for your love of calm. And it's very interesting because we got spontaneous before, so it's like you hold these two dualities. Like you're very spontaneous, exciting, very like risk taker energy, but also you balance this calm, peaceful, serenity kind of vibe. And I feel like you're very chill vibes when you want to be, and you're very party, wild vibes when you want to be. And people admire this about you because you just have such a wide range of who you are that it's definitely, it allows people to embody their own fullness because they see you doing that. They see you being all aspects of yourself, acknowledging all parts of yourself, the dark, the light, the spontaneous, the calm. Like it's very amazing actually to see. And yeah, people really just see you allowing things to unfold, and things are unfolding for you in the best possible way. Like the things that are coming into your life, it's evident that it's amazing. Like it's just the travel opportunities, the job opportunities, it's like, it's very cool. You're very cool. Yeah, you're known to be a cool cat. You are. Yeah. And you're also known for being an advocate. You advocate for the people around you. I feel like you're the kind of person who will stand up for what's right. You call people out, you call situations out that are unjust. You speak on it. You really, your voice and the way that you communicate with people is so powerful. There's power in your voice. And you're known to have a very powerful voice. You're known to spread, like, I just feel like the way that you spread information, the way that you communicate your thoughts and ideas really shifts people's mindsets. People have new perspectives after meeting you. After hearing your experience and getting to know you as a person, people just see the world differently. they're like, wow, I can't believe there's people like this here. That's exciting. That's really cool to have like such a unique way of being that people are enamored by just the way that you express yourself. Amazing. You're also known for your love of space and the cosmos and just the sky, and I feel like this is really interesting because when I think of space, it makes me think of like expansion, because the universe is very vast. It's infinite for all we know. Like, it goes on forever. So people find you to be very expansive, very much like I'm like thinking gigantic. Like, I feel like your energy is very big. You have huge energy. I feel like your energy is felt in rooms. Definitely bring a new perspective, and people just haven't felt energy like yours before. I feel like you have really like very unique energy, very one of a kind. People don't experience your energy often. You're not like a copy and paste kind of person. You're a very authentic, real person. You're somebody who speaks their mind, and I just feel like the things that you speak about surprises people. It shocks people because they wouldn't expect it from you. But then they start to question themselves because they're like, wait, why wouldn't I expect this from this person? Why did I put them in a box of thinking that they wouldn't be interested in things like this? What does this say about me? And you're also known to be super resilient. You are so resilient, like always moving forward, always overcoming, always moving onwards and upwards, conquering your fears, taking the leaps of faith, sticking to the plan, achieving your goals. These are all things people think about when they think of you. They see you as a winner. They see you as a achiever, a high achiever. They see you as very much somebody who can get the job done and can do it well. I feel like you're very particular when it comes to the tasks that you complete, and the people around you who see you complete these tasks really admire your eye for your craft, your work. Like, I feel like you have very high integrity. Your work reflects high integrity. You're also known to be a freak. People would describe you as very strange. I feel like strange and kinky vibes is what I'm getting. I feel like you might like some like dominance, submissive play. You could be the kind of person who, and I feel like this is tying in with spontaneous again, like you're very adventurous inside and outside of the bedroom. You're the kind of person who will try new things and take risks with your partner, consensual risks. I feel like, yeah, you're also known to be, I feel like in the past you were a people pleaser. But since becoming somebody who sets firm boundaries and stands on them, you have released these people-pleasing tendencies, but you're still somebody who enjoys pleasing, but not to your own detriment. You enjoy getting a job done well and being acknowledged for a job well done. Because even though you now validate yourself and you don't need somebody else to tell you you did a good job, to know you did a good job, you still feel appreciated when others show gratitude for the time and effort you put into things. And it also feels really good when somebody's able to acknowledge that they see you and they see what you've done.